Hey guys, this is Ethan Koehn and I'm back with a mid-season update on your Kansas City Chiefs. After a blowout win against the Raiders, which saw Rashee Rice return to action and score 2 touchdowns, and Patrick Mahomes become the first player to throw for 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards on the first 3 possessions of offense, it feels safe to say that the Chiefs are back. At 4-3, and after persevering through a rough stretch where we were missing Xavier Worthy, we didn't have a lot of offensive line protection, we really couldn't get the run game going, it seems like things have really started to flip and the script is changing. One thing I would say is we really opened up the running game this week, which I felt was a big important factor in how we can win games. When you have Isaiah Pacheco rushing 15 times for 57 yards and getting a touchdown, and then you also have other guys like Kareem Hunt who only rushed 4 times and did have a high ankle sprain, but they were impactful rushes, and even rushing through that ankle sprain, he's a great short yardage guy, maybe the best short yardage back in the league. They said that he hadn't been stopped on a 4th and 1 or a 3rd and 1 all season. I think that's an incredible stat. And also, we know short yardage gains make a difference. If you look at the Eagles with the tush push, you look at other teams who are able to really convert on those short yardage plays. They don't always have to put the ball in the quarterback's hands. We can save Mahomes from a lot of hits while picking up important first downs and being able to run the clock, especially when you get to 4th quarter. You're in a rough playoff game, a lot of snow. So I think that's like a really big thing, a really important thing that we're seeing. The Chiefs' offensive line and running backs are starting to develop this ability to convert these short yardage gains. Obviously, if you've watched the Chiefs play football in the past 2 weeks or so, you can see that complementing that short yardage gain is we've found ways to make big, explosive plays, and we've returned to a little bit more of what Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes like to do. We've been able to push the ball down the field, we've gotten Kelsey into open windows, and I think a lot of that has just come with getting Worthy back, getting Hollywood healthy. Like, the wide receivers have really taken a big step up, and our speed and quickness has really been able to fluster teams, and I think we're starting to see that we do have the ability to be this team when we're healthy. With that being said, the defense has also been stellar these past few weeks. I think against the Raiders especially, I know Geno Smith's not the best quarterback and they don't have the most competent offense, but they have a guy who was a Heisman Trophy winner last year in Ashton Genty and easily could run over most NFL teams. And he was held to about 30 yards. The Raiders as a whole had 30 offensive plays, which was the least in 25 years, according to the broadcast. Also, I mean, if you hold a team to less plays than points scored for your team, you're not going to lose that game. That was just an amazing, incredible defensive effort. And I really like to see that because I think we started to get guys on the quarterback, and we started to kind of understand what Spags wants us to do. Overall, these past couple of weeks have really impressed me, and I feel like we have started to find a little bit of a rhythm and a groove. So, with that being said, be excited as a Kansas City Chiefs fan. It looks like we're going back to the Super Bowl. We're on top. We're playing good ball. We'll see if we can hold it up. We need guys to stay healthy. But I would say there's nothing to worry about after that rough start. Go Chiefs.